Hi, my name is Holly Shay Reynolds, and today I will be speaking about students with disabilities and the best way they can advocate for themselves when they are transitioning into a new college or work setting. Many times, assistive technology may be used or needed depending on the setting or the individual's needs. Students must be able to advocate for themselves if an AT device is needed or preferred. Let's begin by reviewing the definition of assistive technology, just to be clear. IDEA 2004 defines an assistive technology device as any item, piece of equipment, or product system, whether acquired commercially off the shelf, modified, or customized, that is used to increase, maintain, or improve functional capabilities of a child with a disability. One exception is that assistive technology devices do not include a medical device that is surgically implanted or the replacement of such device. Next, we will go over the legal basis for assistive technology. As previously mentioned, the Individuals with Disabilities Act 2004 holds the current definition for assistive technology. However, after high school, IDEA no longer applies. This means that colleges do not have to provide the same level of supports and services a student might have gotten in high school. Even though IDEA gets pushed aside after high school, federal civil rights laws do still apply. Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 and the Americans with Disabilities Act both ensure that students with disabilities have equal access to education and that they are protected from discrimination based on having a disability. It's good to keep these laws in mind just in the event an issue ever comes up in the future. There are many different types of assistive technology that can be used in college to help students with disabilities better access learning. Alternative computer devices such as specialized keyboards, text-to-speech applications, and speech recognition software are all great aids students with disabilities can use. Other types of assistive technology that can be used in college are graphic organizers for literature and writing, talking calculators, electronic worksheets, and a variety of iPad apps. Assistive technology devices in the workplaces can be very similar to college devices, and there are also many different types that can be utilized. The type of job description may also depend on what AT devices are available. Examples of AT in the workplace include voice recognition software, amplified phones, captioned phones, video conferencing, braille keyboards, and large print keyboards, just to name a few. You may be transitioning through a big change in life, whether it may be entering college or beginning a new job, or maybe even your first job ever. The most important new skill you will have to learn is self-advocacy. What is self-advocacy anyway? It is the process of speaking up for yourself and your needs, and if the situation calls for it, also doing what you need to make sure your needs are met, and that you can effectively communicate those needs. What are ways that you can advocate for yourself? First and foremost, it is critical that you know your rights and responsibilities. This is the foundation to being a strong self-advocator. You must be able to speak up for yourself in some way. Do not be afraid to ask for assistance if you need it. Make sure you know what resources are available to you. My personal favorite is that you must have respect for yourself and respect for others. If you don't respect yourself first, you can't expect others to respect you in return. You must be able to explain your disability clearly in some way. This may be through sign language, writing, gestures, or pictures, just as long as another individual can interpret the information. And it is incredibly important to be aware of your own strengths and weaknesses. You want to know what you're good at and in what areas you could use improvement. What are the first steps in a transition into a new college or workplace? Know what accommodations you need. Once you know what you need, then you will be more prepared to go about obtaining them. Next, you must make your school or employer aware of your disability. Most of your life until now, you most likely had a parent or guardian who helped with this, or your school had your disability information on file already, so you never really had to let anyone know. When you move into a post-secondary education or employment, it suddenly becomes your responsibility to make others aware of your disability. You will likely need to apply for accommodations after you're accepted and enrolled in the school you plan to attend. You will often need to have documentation of evidence of your disability on hand to supply to your company or college. Some colleges may require an updated evaluation depending on when your last one occurred. Big transitions in life can be intimidating and scary. Remember that even though you may feel alone once you graduate high school, you most certainly are not. God is with you every step of the way. Keep Him the focus of your journey. Hebrews 13:5 states, "Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you." He also has a perfect plan for your life. Jeremiah 29:11 states, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Also, please remember that God made you exactly how He wanted you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. He makes no mistakes. In summary, assistive technology devices are excellent tools to help individuals better access education or employment. AT allows for people with disabilities to go to college or work in places that may have been difficult or even impossible otherwise. It is critical that after high school, individuals learn to advocate for themselves if possible. There are many different types of ways to become a self-advocate, including knowing your rights and responsibilities, knowing the resources available to you, being able to speak up, having self-respect and respect for others, and knowing how to explain your disability to others in some way. Become familiar with the steps that may need to be taken in the transition process, whether that transition is to college or to a new job. Lastly, always keep God the focus of your transition. He will never leave you. He has a perfect plan for you, and you are fearfully and wonderfully made by Him. Thank you so much for watching. Here are a list of references used for this presentation if you would like to learn more about assistive technology and self-advocacy. Thank you.